Hey, Spuddies, Potato Whiskey here, and welcome back to my favorite addiction, Age of Wonders 4. Having a great time playing the game. We've managed to conquer basically the entire northeastern quarter of the map. Like, underground, above ground, nobody can stand against me. And it's about time we started thinking about what our next moves, what our next plays are on the map. I mean, we're in a pretty good position. We've only really got to deal with a little bit of an NPC army up here. Otherwise, we're in the clear and can continue to happily expand and do whatever we feel like. Let's go step on this watchtower over here so we can get a better vision of the world. Thunderdale and Locksoul, it might be worth it for us to declare war on them and blow them up. Now, unfortunately, Thunderdale is overlorded by this person to the south, Mishara the Radiant, and I think Locksoul might be as well. Yeah, Locksoul as well. So we'll have to fight Mishara the Radiant. Alternatively, we could declare war on this character here. Who are you? This is Aya the Enlightened. I'm not sure what kind of direction we want to go right now, so we shall remain uncertain. Suspends finished its library. It doesn't need anything else. Warden can annex another province. Now this is this city down here down in the south. Or when I say south, I mean underground. We do have a mana node here. Could be worth it to build a little mana node. Now I do believe we have the battleground keep here, which gives us fortification bonuses for every quarry in the domain. And it does count as a research quarter. So that's worth considering. Do we want to go hard on research? Do we want to go hard on mana? Might not be terrible to have a really strong underground research base. I kind of like that. It's like my evil genius lair. So let's build a research post right there. My ruler has leveled up. I don't think I see a reason to get Investiture of Chaos or Amplify Chaos. I think I just want that plus 10% extra damage because it means we just do more damage. It means all of our multipliers get multiplied even more. And we've got access to some new Empire development skills that we can kind of trade Imperium for. For example, Consolidated Industry will increase our city stability. Special Province improvements will give us plus 5 gold. I do like the idea of mines giving mana. That's something that I'm kind of intrigued by. Alternatively, I could save up to be able to get another city, or I could start investing my Imperium and getting more heroes. I'm not entirely sure which one I want to do, but Houghton the Firm has reached Renown level 3. So Coast or Underground Lake provide plus 2 mana. Now he was a nautical governor, and now they give plus 5 food. Pillaging takes longer. They'll also give plus 2 mana, and soon they will give plus 3 gold. So he is leading Silence, my coastal city up in the north. Let's have a look here. So the Dragon Riding Apes could get the Mark of the Butcher. The Mark of the Butcher will lower our alignment. We get a 50% experience boost in combat. However, we lose 2 stability for each population. I don't know if I like that. I could spend Imperium. I think losing the stability is fine, and we don't really care about the alignment. We can always make our alignment go even more negative. Let's go ahead and finish summoning the stack of zealots, the support zealot stack, as it were. Dragon Roost is ready to annex another province, and I believe we're pretty much done with building stuff in here. We just need to start thinking about our special province improvements and where we want to build them and how we want to build them and what we want to do with them. But this is a, if I recall correctly, a town that has a mason hall. So if I'm given the option to build a dredger quarry, I should absolutely take that option because that'll just add, I believe. All right, did I actually build? What was the special thing I built? Yeah, the Workers Guild. So we get an extra 10 production per quarry. I'll start moving my troops. I'll start gathering them up to fight in Warcride, Pledgewater, Faithroot, and Flagspire. Those are going to be the next areas of the map that we begin major conflicts in. So I'll start moving all my armies over there for the purpose of clearing that out. Also, I think I might be able to auto-resolve this without losing anything. If I do lose something, I'll retry and I'll fight it manually, and I'll make sure that we win this battle against the dragon. So we're up against a Calamity Dragon and a few other guys. Let's position our troops appropriately using the defensive terrain that is available to us. All right, this enemy dragon zips forward. He puts the Mark of Calamity on us. Owie. We get Zippity Doodad. We can dominate this tier 3 guy. So let's zip over here. 66% chance of domination. He resisted. Rip. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can't blind these guys. We'll drop a Cleansing Flame here as well. Defensive Strike. And a defensive strike. That's a death right there. We'll zip over with you. Why don't you dispel this guy? So there goes the Mark of Calamity. That's that wrapped up and done with. I could get you in on a really sick flank attack, but I'm scared about that potentially not ending well. So let's kind of like see what can be done. Oh wow, he did a Ghost Firestorm. 3 random enemy units will suffer 20 damage and gain Ghost Fire. Oof. Scary. I think I might actually do worse than the auto-resolver here because I rolled poorly on the dominate. Hold on, let's retry this battle. I've got a better plan. I'm going to move all my troops over to the right so that we can get some easy kills on these skirmishers maybe. Let's drop a flame strike right in the center of the enemy's path so they have to walk through this annoying flame. And then we'll Dragon Breath to the north to create even more flaming zones that enemies have to run through. So we're just trying to create hazards that are annoying for them to deal with as it currently stands. And I will quickly cast a single mantra of purification on this guy to get him a little bit more health. And there's the Mask of Calamity. See, they're avoiding these dangerous zones to not get the burning. Okay, let's clear this guy's Ghost Fire on the Mark of Calamity. Let's cast a counter stance. Focus on killing the puppy. Beautiful. So we killed one puppy. We have a 90% chance of dominating the Accursed. So let's come forward here. Dominate this guy. Shoot you 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then use you to clear him out. Oh. So we've killed a unit. We've dominated one. And we've taken out a little bit of stuff. There's that Ghost Fire. Oof. We'll be okay. Yeah, they're going for my healer. That's okay. Do a little cleaving, Ghost Fire triggering. Okay. So this is where counter strike. This is where counter stance is going to come in big. Here we go. This is a flanked attack with huge chance to inflict burning, but also to kill. Just straight up. Here we go. That is so much damage. Searing blades, shadow blades, fire weakness, everything. 100 damage strike. Boom. Boom, boom, get shredded. I'm gonna pull you back to here and I will drop a nice big cleansing heal. We'll firebolt these puppies. That's a wrap on those puppies. We could melee strike this big guy, but I'm gonna melee strike you instead. Now you, I want you to take on the skirmisher. I could send my dragon to go kill you. Boom. Kills are the most important thing. Like, we got to get all the kills we can. With every kill we take is less damage we take, right? So, like, it's important. Now we're talking. Okay, the first time I fought this battle, I fought it poorly. But this is why I like the ability to refight battles. I love it when games give you a chance to fight it again. And it just feels nice to be able to give it a second go. Right, counter stance is like actually insane. Let's get up behind this dragon. I don't care if you kill this guy. He's like not even mine. We'll drop a big flame nuke on our own unit. Because again, we don't care. I will get a flank attack on this guy. Hopefully trying to break his mind. Make sure we surround this dragon. And give him a little shoot. 20% chance. Bolstered resistance. Beautiful. So he's fleeing now. We're taking a little bit of ghost fire, which I don't like. He fumbled. Get fumbled, loser. I'll move 2 steps forward. Shoot him twice. He's now fleeing. Easily won. But I don't want to give him that win for free. I want to make sure they suffer. I want to make sure they die. 51 damage. These honor blades are outrageous when they're max rank with the right buffs. Oh yeah. And that's amazing. Now that's the kind of battle we're talking about. We were 100% better off. Oh, look at that. Smoldering Axe. It's a tier 3 melee at 376 gold, 108 production, 76 mana. Visor of Farsight at tier 2. A tier 2 and a tier 3. Our Dragon Horde just got 10 feet taller. Also 100% we want to build a city down here. The question is which tile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think like right here is kind of in between both doodads. I'll be able to get the Lost Queen's Crypt, the Cursed Keep, the whole bunch of mana down here. Yeah, this is going to be a great city. We do need to deal with the Lost Queen's Crypt. We get a chance. Consecrating Firestorm has been researched. So any non-friendly province that doesn't contain an Ancient Wonder is destroyed. Enemy units will take 20 spirit damage and they will be condemned, and we create Cleansing Flames. So this is actually a great spell that we're going to want to have like in the chamber. So I'll start casting that immediately. Vindicatown built the guild for, I forget the word. The Scholars Guild. So now it gets a lot more research. So our research is starting to, it's starting to pump up a little bit. Vindicatown. City stability is quite high. I do think that it could be good for us to just, build out the buildings. Things like bathhouses, mana obelisk. The mana obelisk isn't as important, I would say. I do think getting a higher tier town is always useful. In terms of province improvements, this city could use a little bit more growth. And there's a few little farm tiles down here to the south, so let me quickly grab a farm here, and hopefully that'll shave, not a huge amount of turns off of growth, but like over the course of a game, it'll shave a few turns off their growth. We could build a mine here, or we could build a forester. I think I'm a little bit more tempted by the forester, although the mine is harder to get. So maybe I'll build a mine. You always want to have at least one mine in a city so you can get to the tier 3 mining building. But in Vindicatown, let's grab the bathhouse because high stability will actually give the city the ability to be growing and stuff faster. I'm going to go ahead and increase the city cap by +1. Expanded governance. Let's go. And then this outpost province will eventually be upgraded, but for now we'll build walls and stuff like that. Let's pop into this crypt. We want to clear it. Now I could also just give a pop here and clear it without a fight, which that's just a freebie. We get a noble aegis, a tier 2 item. That's perfect. And we can get the power cleaving battle axe, which is a tier 3. Or we can recruit her as a shaman later. Or we can get a big buff to our science. I'll take our item. We got a bunch of money, all that stuff. Perfect. Very happy with that outcome. So we've got a new research available. We can either research the Shade, which is the Tome of Shades unique unit. We get the Temple of the Pyre, which gives us a bit of a city defense buff. We can get Condemnation, which will condemn enemy units. I think I'll get the Shade. It's kind of more interesting to me. We got the Palace of Vows in our capital. We can actually use our gold to boost this along and try to get maxed out stability, although stability has taken a little bit of a hit in recent times. I don't necessarily think we need to do that, so we'll just chill for now. We did just unlock Spoils of Destruction, which we're going to want to unlock as soon as possible because we are about to start raising a few extra cities, and that's worth 20 gold per turn, which is a not insignificant amount of money. Aya the Enlightened ended a friendship with me, which makes sense. I'm getting ready to declare war on her and kill her. So I can make Jing the Swift into a demolitionist, which if they destroy a throne city, basically they level up from doing siege battles. They'll be able to get a Devastator Sphere, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to let them become a Conqueror. That sounds awesome. Let's clear out this node. It should be an easy auto-resolve is what I'm hoping. Yeah, easy. And then we're going to head up into the overworld to go meet up with our gang down here to the south. I think this is the turn we can safely declare a justified war. They've got a few people they can call to war, but I don't care. We're at war with Fauster as well. We don't necessarily care about that. Let's go ahead and hit up the Swift. I want to put the city under siege. Start that siege. In terms of siege projects, the city has 40 fortification health, so I think even just a little bit of siege power would speed it up a little bit. So I'll do a headlong assault, harass the defenders, and an undermining of the walls. We won't be able to get it down to 3 turns, or 2 turns, but still. Yeah, we'll just do it chill. 3 turn siege, where having a lot of siege units would be useful. Going to get you to dip back into territory to heal. We finished the research of the Shade. We can get Pure Flame Staves, which gives magic attacks a chance to inflict condemned and also creates cleansing flame. So we'll go for that for sure. We also got a we created the city of Milestone. I don't remember creating this city. To be honest with you, it probably happened towards the end of the last episode, but that's fine. The city will grow in a few turns. I will begin work on a storehouse so that we can start growing this city faster. Okay, Warden produced a shrine. Dragon Roost got its quarters. We have a conduit over here. So the monastery wants to be adjacent to farms. The School of Mastery doesn't care where it is. The Spelljammer doesn't care where it is. Teleporter also doesn't care. Pyre Shrine needs to be near foresters. And the Circle of Zealotry doesn't care where it is. So we can start thinking about where we want to put these things. Like, I think like the Ritual Pyre over here will get some good adjacency. Which is more important, the Ritual Pyre or the Pyre Shrines? This is draft and this is mana. I think the mana matters more to me. So we'll put the mana one there and then we'll put the draft one here. No. We'll put the draft one here because it'll be adjacent to oh no, it wouldn't. It'll go there. If I build the monastery here, let me see, what was it again? It likes to be adjacent to farms. So if I put it right there, it'll be adjacent to a few farms. We will lose the Workers Guild, but that's okay. I'll put the School of Mastery there. The Spelljammer can go there. The Teleporter can go here. So we've got all our special province improvements. The Circle of Zealotry we'll work on. Why don't you just go, well, you benefit a lot from being here on this research post. We got it all queued up. In fact, I can buy my way through these. I'm excited to see this territory develop. And we'll have a really, really powerful city over the next few turns. All right, let's rush out the Pyre Shrine. Kind of make these things go a little faster. All right, let's bring our sovereign down south. And you guys are going to group up. Probably should do some pillaging. We love pillaging in this house. We got the Palace of Vows in Bloombud. Now, this is my farm town. We could build a farm on the hasteberries up here to the north. That does appeal to me. You're growing so incredibly quickly. I'm a really big fan. Like me when I'm someone's grandparent. Coming up to Silence. Stability's a little bit low. I'm going to grab the bathhouse for that 40 stability. And I'm also going to boost the city's defense through the Caltrop stash. And I want to get the arcane battlements, but I need to build a conduit in order to build that boosted. So we'll wait a little bit. I got my palisade walls in this outpost. Let's get the stone walls. We got palisade walls in this outpost. Let's get the stone walls. We got hasteberries. It's not our first one. I was falsely denounced. Ouch. Friendship was ended. I can create a new bounty. I'm not really interested in bounties. I'm interested in fighting these battles. You know, taking these cities out. I'm interested in pillaging and murdering and burning. God, I love burning things. So I can spend gold to gain thingy, or I can steal money as they flee. Zorn the Discipline has been vanished to the void. That's a third player down. Third player dead. Get over here and pillage, because your ambition is to pillage and burn. Let's auto combat this Marauder Guard to clear this and grab the loot. And then you'll come back to the area. Mage Glass Forest, potentially exciting. Siege should not last more than another turn. Get around here and pillage. Love pillaging. Love burning. God, I love burning things. Yeah. We're entering into our unhinged era. Burn that fish farm. Vindicate Town got its bathhouse. Go ahead and build your Masonic Hall for that 20 extra production. You'll be able to build more buildings. More buildings more quickly. Warden has grown. I love seeing these new cities grow a little faster. Food is important, so I'm going to grab myself another farm down here. Ooh, the fungus fields though hurt. This is where I'm going to go above ground. I'll look for a little bit healthier farms. Like right there. Boom. That's a +5 farm right there. I do like the idea of getting knowledge when we kill heroes, so I'm going to take that. 150 knowledge from killing a hero is not bad. So I have a quest to conquer Fireforge Stone. Sounds good. We need to conquer that. We got our stone walls in here. Let's build our work camp. I want to grab myself... Oh, what's this? Grievances with an opposing alignment. That's nice. We will take that eventually. For now, though, we're going to take Spoils of Destruction, which will give us 20 permanent gold income when we raise cities. We're ready to take on this city, so let's move. We wanted... Jing the Swift wanted to be the person who does this. Their ambition is to be a siege lord. So Jing the Swift will take this battle. It should be a fairly easy, straightforward battle. I'm going to go ahead and just auto-combat it. If I lose a Zealot, I don't care. Everybody in the battle gained 1 experience, which is a pretty valuable amount of experience. We're going to begin raising this city. That'll get us some Imperium. That's what we like to see. Let's get our leader over here to clear out this Unicorn Hasteberry stuff. No losses. Perfect. We got a spider leg and some food. We'll take those rewards. Can you zip over here? Oh, you can't pillage it because the city's being raised. Unlucky. And now let's start thinking about moving on to Pledgewater, the next target on the list. We finished researching Pure Flame Staves, which means we can now cast Pure Flame Staves, which is exciting. We can pick a new tome. Oh, damn. I forgot we were going to get a new tome now. Tome of Subjugation, Tome of Dragons, Transmutation, Dreadnought, Terramancy, Pandemonium. There's a lot of really cool ones here that we could take. The Tome of Subjugation is kind of interesting. In particular, what I like about this is the subjugating raid. Besieged city loses 2 population. Closest owned city gains +2 population. And we would have the tier 4 Tyrant Knight that would actually be on a flying mount. Has the demoralizing charge strike. We have the final ultimatum. Intimidation aura. The Baron's Palace is kind of interesting, but only if we actually subjugate other factions, because you give stability to a city. You can only build this in cities of other race, right? So the Tome of Subjugation is kind of interesting. I don't know if I want to go for Calamity or if I want to go for Prosperity. Maybe I should do both. That'd be kind of fun. I do think the Tome of the Inquisition could also be worth it for us to pick up. Tithe Collector is quite good for gold generation. It counts as a mine. It gives you gold. Mass Condemnation. The Inquisitor could also be a really good unit for being able to inflict condemned and stunned. The Tribunal gives city stability as well as a base knowledge income. The Inquisitor's Mark is quite handy to make any skirmishing units we have. Inquisitor is just a souped up zealot, really. And Condemned is nice, especially because we went for the Tome of Cleansing Flame. Enemies who are condemned are a little bit more affected by the Cleansing Flame Herald. The Tome of Devastation would be really nice. Being able to get the construction of Devastation Spheres would allow us to do a bunch of fortification damage. Also, the focus of Devastation would make our battle mages and support units into siege units, which most especially would allow my support units to destroy fortified obstacles and actually cancel enemy defense mode. So there's kind of a lot of interesting stuff here. The flame burst weapons just gives us crit chance, which is disgusting. It's hard, man. It's hard to know which one to pick. Now the Tome of Winds could work pretty well too, because we have even more blind chance in here. Things like Abducting Cyclone, Seeker Arrows give range, although we don't have a whole lot of ranged units, so maybe something that supports our melee units. We could even go for something like the Tome of Artificing, right? Get siege magic to turn our magic units into proper siege units that do fortification damage, which is kind of an interesting idea, right? Allows us to siege down cities faster. I think the Tome of Devastation is going to help us blow up cities the fastest. I don't necessarily need the war breed, but an extra 20% critical hit chance on all of our fighter units that we have would be amazing. It just feels like that doesn't do enough with those, like we're only getting it for like 1 or 2 benefits. Whereas like the Tome of Warding would give us staves of warding for a lot of resist, and magical wards would be incredible. I'm going to pick up Tome of Devastation. Just, it's hard to really choose at this point in the game, because you kind of want, like really I just want 1 or 2 abilities from each book. Flame Burst Weapons is 100% the pick here, a 20% critical hit chance, and when we kill an enemy unit, they explode, which is ridiculous. A Warden built its Oath Square. We want to build up our granary. We need to get the city to grow as fast as humanly possible. Vindicate Town can annex another province. Now, we were building the Masonic Hall. It got its 3rd farm to boost it. We would like to build the Estate Hall too, so if there's a Forester province, like right there, we will grab that, and then we'll be able to build the Estate Hall faster. Silence can annex another province. We definitely want to do the Grand Wharf, and most especially we want to do the Seafarers Guild, but we also want to get enough foresters in here to make that viable, so that these are actually boosted. Alright, sick. Milestone can annex a province. Now if we kind of look at the land around here, it's a pretty decent underground city. Like a lot of potential gold could happen down here. Now unfortunately we struggle to grow underground. We'll need to build up the granary situation. For now what I'll do is I'll get a forester, because that will boost the storehouse, and then we can use that to get stuff like libraries and that, but we'll mostly be working on granaries so that we can try to force a bit of growth through that city. Jing the Swift got a level of renown, which is excellent. They were a recruitment governor, and they're in charge of Warden. Go ahead and chill there and make sure that city goes through. It looks like we've got a bounty for the city of Lucerna down here. I'm going to go ahead and take that. So if I can blow that city up before anyone else, I will get the benefit. All right, let's get up in their faces with a few stacks. Who do I want to siege it? Well, ideally Jing. Start the siege. It'll be a 3-turn siege. I'll just go for a headlong assault here to make this go to become a 2-turn siege. And then we'll look for some pillages, because we do heal from pillaging territory. And we also get money. I love money. So we're deep enough into the game that I may consider now replacing, like I don't need the flying armies, because like the flying ability is only really game breaking super early into the game. So I'm kind of curious to see if maybe I can get away with not needing to have flying armies anymore, because I don't need to cover a lot of ground. I need a lot of power in each individual army. Bloomboat is ready for new buildings. I do think it would be good for us to get a caltrop stash. The city has very low fortification, so we'll just quickly grab that. We got the Storehouse and Milestorm. Dragon Roost can annex another province. This is the kind of city you want as many dredger quarries as you can get for productivity. The city is churning out yields. Love to see it. Pure Flame Staves is complete. It's going to cost us 31 upkeep per turn, but it will make our magic and ranged units a lot stronger, as well as just generally being a support ability that makes us better, you know, overall. Yeah, like if we look at the distance this shade and these flying units can travel, like there is a difference, but at this point in the game it's not enough to like warrant, you know, quibbling over. So I'm going to start replacing one of the honor blades in like, think of this as like, this is the doctrinal stack. This is the, you know, this is the template of an army, and the shade exists here to inflict the blind ability, but also to do, you know, to finish off weakened units. So let's pop over here, we'll pillage this improvement, and we'll put a shade into this stack as well. Because again, you know, especially because these are skirmishers tend to move a little faster. Let's keep on pillaging. Although the real person we want to do pillaging with is the sovereign, because he gets huge benefits from it. I love that instant pillage. Like that's incredibly satisfying to see the pillage go off like immediately. Okay, you got your caltrop stash. We want the arcane battlements. I would like to build it boosted, but it doesn't have to be boosted. We also want to build like stone walls, the shade network. We want the city to be better defended. We want to make sure that our fortification health is quite high, especially because this is actually a pretty productive city, right? We definitely need to get more kills with Goku. We got our work camp in this outpost. We could found a city, but then we would be over our city cap. You'll get economic penalties for being over your cap. This city's about to blow up. I love blowing up cities. I love pillaging things. Looks like some kind of spell was used to damage units here. Some sort of destructive rain of fire. Real quick before we conquer the city, let's go ahead and pillage with our leader. We're 2 pillages away from hitting max level renown. Where is, trying to find the hero that likes to win sieges. It's Jing, I think it is. Jing the Swift. Jing, why don't you go ahead and jump in there and auto combat that. Boom. Perfect. 1,500 gold and 110 Imperium for raising the city. You love to see it. City over here has been pillaged. We can go steal that Mage Glass Forest. Dragon Roost needs to finish some productivity. I think it would be nice if I could see like what kind of structures are already in place here. I think it would be nice to get like, I don't know what things Dragon Roost has, like, when it gets put under siege. So it'd be nice if there was like a screen to where I could see that. Like, do you know what I mean? That'd be something I'd love to see, is like, okay, this city is... boom. Anyway, let's go ahead and blast the catapult. We're going to grab these catapult towers. I just want my capital really heavily fortified, really. So we'll grab the catapult towers, and we'll also grab the beacons of valor, because this will give all of the defending units rally plus resurgence strength during a siege, and this will just completely protect our capital from anything negative happening. And then we can just finish off the wizard tower buildings. So like the arcane observatory will give us truth sight and +6 vision range, so we'll see really, really far. It would be kind of nice to be able to tell how far my capital can already see, but I'll grab that arcane observatory. I pretty much just want all of these things. So like, I want the channeling chamber, I want the item forge, I want the room recall, I want the teleportation circle. Just kind of queue up all of those things, and we've almost fully built up Dragon Roost as like an indomitable, unstoppable, monstrous city. Bloombud can continue to annex provinces, and so we'll continue to get those farms. Let's get our second forester in milestone. That'll speed up the rate at which we build the granary. I don't need the consecrating firestorm. Okay, he cast Earth Shatter on us, which removes mountains and stuff. We take some damage. Okay, I definitely want specialist districts. This will give all of my special province improvements +5 gold, and I do plan to build most of those. That's a lot of passive gold income. Also, consolidated industry is nice for stability across my empire. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, although expanding our governance does cost 1,000 Imperium. We're in the process of capturing this ancient wonder here, and no wonder they haven't been putting up much of a fight here, because they have been descended upon by Mishara the Radiant. Oh nice, we just finished flame burst weapons, so let's quickly cast flame burst weapons, and then we can pick a new research. I don't think we need the magma spirit. We don't think we need fanatical workforce. Focus of devastation would be quite nice to make our ranged magical units even better. In order to build the Grand Wharf, we do need another nautical tile, so I'll quickly build a fish farm, and that will allow me to queue up the Grand Wharf, which will give me a 20 production boost, and then we're really close to getting the Seafarers Guild, which will provide 3 production, 3 food, 3 gold, and 3 draft on all of our coaster underground lake tiles, which is going to be amazing. This will truly become a nautical city. Oh, actually, it can grab another tile. Well, let's quickly grab the forester that we need to boost the Seafarers Guild, and we'll be able to then chomp up and grab ourselves another sea tile. Awesome. Warden can annex another tile. Very cool, very cool, very cool. We could quickly grab ourselves a second forester, which I think would boost the building that we needed, and then we'll get started on an estate hall. We want the city to grow, so we can annex more tiles. Revel without a cause, so we can share our best wines and ales. We get a 4 strength affinity check. So we have a 90% chance of success. We will gain a huge stability boost, and we lose some gold. Or we can spend mana for a similar effect, where we can lose stability. I'll spend gold since we have a bunch of gold. 90% chance of success. Wow, a failure! Boom, that's terrible. Sucks. Also, our mana is really struggling. We may have to actually take here Minds Grant +10 mana just to stay afloat on mana, because we're spending mana like crazy getting things like flame burst weapons. Like, look at that. We're going to be spending 55 extra gold per turn and 81 mana. Like, our army is becoming difficult to sustain. Even just one of these shades is 22 gold and 3 mana, or 15 mana, sorry. Oof, it's tough. Milestone can annex another province. This is definitely a gold city. I mean, look at how many mines. I'll need to figure out a way to feed this city, but for now, mines are going to be it. Howtown the Firm has hit his maximum renown level, so that all of our coastal provinces in his cities are going to be giving huge benefits. +5 food, +2 mana, and +3 gold on top of the Seafarers Guild will be insane. I think it's been a while since some of our heroes are leveled up. We haven't been really fighting battles though. That's the thing. Alright, so they're stepping in. They should be able to conquer Faithroot. So Eye of the Enlightened has been defeated. We'll steal their money as they flee. Bounty's been placed on a city. That's fine, we failed the bounty. Now, this is where the true meme activates, because I take Justified Wars, boom. Now I have 20 grievances against this positively aligned person. I declare a super justified war. Sure, they have 5 vassal cities. Don't care. Their army is weakened after a series of battles against another player, and I am not. And so now the city has no defenses, which means we could just step in, immediately, fight some potentially devastating auto-resolve battles against Mishara the Radiant, obliterating her without even needing to lift a finger. Securing Faithroot for ourselves, where we can begin raising it, getting huge boosts to our research by killing their heroes all over the map, and basically striking horrifically devastating blow in a single turn against probably what is our last remaining rival on this continent. Now, I am expecting a counterattack next turn, but how competent will that counterattack be is the real question. I still think you should be able to build, like, there's good resources here. I don't know, man. I think the way you claim land in this game, I just don't like the way it leaves so much land unclaimed. I think that's an area of the game I would like to see worked a little bit better. I don't like that the game incentivizes me to build like a bunch of random crappy outposts all over the place. That's something I'm not a fan of. All right, so there's Focus of Devastation. We can cast that. I'm a little bit worried about casting it because it's going to increase our upkeeps, but I think we can still keep pumping, I think, on that front. We got the Estate Hall in Vindicatown. I'm going to grab the Mana Obelisk because I kind of just need more mana. And some of my heroes have leveled up. Mapple the Academic, my mage has leveled up. So this will give magic attacks and abilities the ability to inflict a guaranteed burning stack for enemies that have at least one stack of burning. That seems quite good. So I'll go ahead and take that. Our ruler has leveled up. We are 2 levels away from the ultimate signature skill. I'm going to grab Greater Vigor for the plus 30 maximum hit points. Howten the Firm has also leveled up. He is a defender. He has all of his Mortal Champion abilities that we wanted to get. Also, we can get a signature skill. We could get Adept of Order, Keeper's Mark, Incorruptible Spirit, or we could get Adept of Chaos for 10% critical hit chance across the whole army. I'll go for Adept of Chaos. 10% crit chance is really good. We'll take Empowered Strike so that your critical hit chance explode, basically. Goku the Defender has leveled up as well, and he has all of his Defender class abilities. I think it would be good if we got Experienced Leader plus Logistics training. Also, the ability to regenerate his army would be incredible. I think that's something kind of like my armies are missing, is the bit of a passive healing as we run around the map. Now, we got a ton of heroes remains. And I think at this point in the game, I'm just going to sell all the remains I have for a huge injection of gold, because I can use that gold to, for example, boost along Silence here. Oh yeah, let's get that extra fish farm. We'll use our gold to hurry the production of the wharf. We can start the Seafarers Guild immediately. I'm really looking forward to this city just taking off. But yeah, I definitely need more mana. Milestone has grown. I mean, we just have to take these mines where we can get them. So how are we looking? I'm gonna say we're looking really good. The fact that like multiple people are dying and we're about to finish conquering our entire continent. Like, it's in process. Okay, our scout got caught out by Fauster. That's fine. Focus of Devastation will be expensive. We're going to cast it. I think it is worth it. I definitely want to hit Flagspire and then Mourn. And we want to make sure that we take out things like Spelljammers and stuff. So let's pop in here. We'll blow up the Circle of Zealotry. We'll make sure you're surrounded by a group of strong-willed heroes, so a group of 3 is perfect. I'll zip you back to dismantle these ruins. You know what I think? I think the city cap needs to be reworked, and it needs to be like a city tier cap. Like, a tier 1 city should only take up 1. A tier 2 city should take up 2. So I could like have wide versus tall, where you tier up or tier, you know. I don't think the current city mechanics work in a way that is satisfying. It is unsatisfying. That's the issue I have. Zealous Ignition is an amazing spell because it allows us to inflict Condemned in an AoE and create a bunch of cleansing flames, so I'm definitely going to pick that up. We managed to build fortifications in Bloombud, and the city has also grown again. I'll quickly grab myself an academy for plus 20 knowledge and the Shade Network for another 30, so we can keep pushing up our research economy. We have unlocked Siege Masters as a skill, which will give us more siege projects. I don't know if we necessarily want to take that immediately. I think we'll chill on that for now. Ashbreaker has reached maximum rank in terms of renown, which is nice. Now we're under attack, and we're under attack from what seems to be a fairly competent foe. We've got some tier 4 Tyrant Knights, we've got Astral Siphoners, we've got a hero here. Now, if I were to auto-combat this, I do expect us to win, but to take losses. So you can see here, we won and we took losses. I would like to fight this, win it without any losses. That's my goal. So let's scrappy-dappy-do our way to victory. Let's move our Vow Keepers forward to get them as close to the center as possible so that we can distribute healing more equitably. We'll use this Vow Keeper to heal himself. This will top up these units, which is an important part of the game plan. I'm going to do something a little wacky. I'm going to rush forward with my dragon to drop a cleansing flame here that my enemies will have to run through, but I'll zip him back in a moment. As long as he doesn't get like stunned or anything, that'll be fine. Start grouping up over here on the left. What the hell is that thing? An accursed trickster? Jesus, that's gross. Yeah, so they're doing a bunch of damage to my dragon, but it doesn't matter, right? He's condemned. All sorts of bad stuff has happened to him, but that's fine. No biggie, we'll zip him back. You zip back, face forward in defense mode, and this unit here wants to be surrounded. God, dragons are so big, it's hard to even like understand. So I've got 70 casting points, some ranged units here that I would like to try and inflict blind upon. Yeah, if I could hit all 3 of these ranged units and get 2 of them blinded, I would feel amazing. 1 blind on the spearman is not a great outcome, but it was a good attempt. The rest of my mana I'll spend on counter strikes. There's a shield wall. We can get a solid AoE heal, top up our army. I'll drop another AoE heal over here to make sure that we have max health on engage. And then let's cleanse our dragon to give him status protection. Boom. So we've got our V-shaped formation. Now I'm expecting to take some serious hits, but I'm expecting them to be small AoE hits for the most part, and nothing that is too much in the way of focus fire. Although this guy has been stunned and given a bunch of negative effects. Yeah, it looks like they're focus firing on him, which is honestly fine, because my hope is that that'll be the only unit they get a kill on. So I'm going to cast Counter Stance here, because it's one of my most efficient abilities. So a couple of these Tyrant Knights are blinded, which is actually really good for me in my favor. If we take a look at that, we could do 63 damage and potentially stun them. So let's take that attack. Oh, we did way more than that. I think let's drop the Cleansing Flames on these enemies. They resisted the burning, which is fine. I'm also going to drop the Cleansing Flame over here. They will resist the burning, that's fine. I'm going to try to purge the negative effects off this guy. Unfortunately, he still stays stunned. I might be able to pull him out. My enemies don't have retaliation attacks, but if I could pull him out and defense mode him, we've kind of kept him alive, which was the goal. I would love to do another Purifying Flame stack, and I think I'll drop it right here because now my enemies have to run through so much Purifying Flame to even get to me. A cheeky little defensive strike right there. Now you're really well defended. You unfortunately have a couple of negative stacks. Let's get rid of some of those negative effects. So unfortunately, I'm hitting a lot of crashes, which is making it quite hard for me to get through this battle, but I will try to persevere because I would like to make it through the battle if I could. Like, that would be ideal. But, you know, we'll see. So I want to see if I can blind this Peacebringer. Then again, I could do a fatal strike on this Tyrant Knight by swipping around to the side. Shades are extremely good at finishing off foes, and I think a kill is incredibly good for flipping morale. Let's put these guys into zones of control with defensive strikes. They are vulnerable to that, and I also want to deny this guy a charge attack, so getting him into melee first will deny him that charge attack. So that's the majority of my units on the right side have acted. I need to start looking at what I can do on the left side. We could charge strike and make this unit explode. Oh, this is a huge cascading flame. Look at this. No matter who I target, insane amounts of damage gets done. So this is an absolute game-winning cascading flame. That is disgusting what we just did there to them. Okay. Let's defensive strike. Boom. I want to put this guy into a zone of control as well. And honestly, this fighter too, if we could put them into a zone of control. Oh, even better, a death. I'm considering the option of just going in for the kill here because of the severe morale effects it would have on the enemy army and the positive morale effects it would have on my army. So I think crushing enemy morale is really good here. All right, we're getting condemned. We're getting a little bit of attacks. I think my dragon is tanky enough to where it might be able to survive, plus enemies are having to retreat because we got them into zones of control with defensive master active, meaning they gotta take some serious damage. And they're just running through the burning and getting blinded and condemned and weakened and all these things. Yeah, look how strong we are on the defense. It's so good. Oh, we got disrupted. I think they have disruptive weaponry, which is worrying. Oh, look at that kill. Boom, gets smashed. Who do we think is under threat of dying? This guy right here. We do have heals available, so we can optimize for healing. I'm worried about my shade, especially because my shade has been, I believe, disrupted, which disables their unit enchantments. Now, I don't know where this disruption is coming from, but I think it's this Astral Siphoner. And in an ideal world, we want to take them out from range. So I'm going to go ahead and use True Strike on this Pyromancer, which will allow me to potentially inflict Burning and Condemned. Burning and Condemned will allow me to get a serious damage on them. Man, they're really tanky and hard to kill. We might just have to prioritize other things. I definitely would like to get a heal with Smash You. Okay, that's you basically dead. If you come over here, I think you can get that kill. Boom. I'll bring you over to here. You can hit him twice. Although I need to give you Zeal or Faithful, because you don't have either. Perfect. I will put Counter Strike on all these units here. And I need to drop a heal right there. This gets me the most effective health for a single action. Fire Evocation was absolutely devastating, but it's on cooldown for a while. We can zip forward a few tiles to get better shots. We have a great flanking shot on this enemy Inquisitor, which can then be followed up with a just straight up bash your face in with our fighters. Our fighters are very, very effective killers. No! I'm crashing a lot. I am sending the reports to developers, so I hope is that I think it is my hardware. I need to build a new computer, man. Unfortunately, it means I have to repeat this turn. Believe you me, this is just as frustrating for me as it is for you, the viewer watching. Okay, I'm trying to kill this siphoner. Astral membrane resisted, ideal. So we managed to clear him out. Zip forward with you, get a couple of shots on them. Crits and all sorts of bad stuff. Kills are also fantastic for us here in securing enemy negative morale. Looks like they're fleeing. Only my dragon remains. I think getting basically behind this guy and charge striking him should constitute all we need to make sure that they get obliterated. Yeah, all the units are fleeing except for their hero. Boom. Enemy army defeated. We will chase them down and use Burning Radiance wherever we can to make sure that we actually secure kills. It's quite important to make sure we secure kills. Right, Berserker's dead, enemy fleeing, boom, done. Amazing, so we won this entire battle without taking a single loss. We got a bunch of gold and a bunch of research for killing a hero. And this was on her turn, remember. She attacked me. We can recruit all these units if we want to. We're going to just dismiss them. We don't recruit enemy units. We only kill. Okay, so we basically crushed her military. Let's jump in on Flagspire. But that's not who I want to start the siege. I wanted actually this hero. No, you're ranking up heroes for your ambition, right? Where's Jing? Oh, I sent Jing up north. Well, that's fine. If I do a headlong assault, plus a break the battlements, plus an undermining of the walls, we can do this in a single turn siege. I think that's what we will do. Pillage for the heal. So unfortunately, I think I'm just crashing so much. And I'm really upset about it because I'm really enjoying the game. It really sucks. I don't know why I'm crashing so much. I sent all of the files, but I think I've crashed like 10 times in this one, this attempt at recording. So I think I've just been a little bit demoralized, which really sucks. I think I need to figure out what's going wrong with my computer. I've been sending all the crash logs. I've been sending all the stuff. So yeah, it's a little disappointing though, because I love this game. I really love this game, and I wish I could continue playing, but I think at a certain point, the emotional toll of having stability issues with a game is just too high. Anyway, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!